We are back once again. Mission 12, The Streets. And the game still calls it Mission 6, of course. Part 3, The Streets. Primary objectives: contact Valentin, pursue Aramov and Natalia, which she was literally just with us posing dramatically in the alleyway, but somehow she's been captured in the interim once again. Minimize civilian casualties. Yeah, we'll see about that. Background: after escaping KGB interrogation at the military archives, Natalia has been recaptured by General Aramov, who was nowhere in sight. But, I digress. She is being taken by car to the Yanis operations base in St. Petersburg. And briefing: get after them, 007. We can't afford to let the trail go cold, and the chances are they'll lead you straight to Trevelyan. Keep a clear head, though. Any civilian casualties on the streets of St. Petersburg could create an unfortunate international incident. And a little comma splice there in that sentence. We believe that Valentin Zukovsky is still in the area. He may be able to help you. Q branch: no gadgets. What a surprise. Though you should be able on the lookout for hardware. The Russians may have left lying around keys in the ignition and all that, old chap. Moneypenny: I don't think she's worth the trouble, James. Perhaps you should be looking closer to home for a more reliable woman. Well, I guess, you just said you had a date at the theater with another gentleman, so I don't know. I don't know if I should be too concerned about Moneypenny at this point. But yeah, here we are this is literally the the archives. That's the window we jumped out of. Somehow Natalia has been captured right here, so would have been nice to see that maybe, but this is 1997 or whatever when this came out, so we are still in the primitive days. And we got a lot of guys with little targets on their arms. And this little driveway here, we got I don't know what this is supposed to be, gas fill-up facility here in the military archives. We have the tank, which we will be revisiting in a moment. But first things first, we got to find Zukovsky, because we only have 3 minutes and counting to complete the stage. That's right. So we don't have a lot of time to screw around in the streets of St. Petersburg here. Kind of, once again, another bleak, kind of dull looking stage, I gotta say. I don't know, it would have been nicer in daylight maybe. Looked a little more, I guess in the movie it is like a gray skies kind of affair, but just would have been nice for a little bit of color, I think, on some of these buildings and whatnot. So there's more dudes shooting at us. We're not going to worry about that too much right now, because Zukovsky is right here in this little graffiti building. Mr. Bond, see, you've eluded the clutches of military intelligence. That's right. Got to make sure we watch our backs here. General Aramov has taken Natalia. Saw the car. He's taking the girl to a disused military depot not far from here. That's not what they told us, but in the briefing, that is. What's in it for you, Valentin? Business is business. Says something like that in the movie as well. It's a pretty good character in the movie, I gotta say. They meet up in a bar and they have a little rendezvous in there. It's kind of a interesting scene. There's some Russian lady singing "Stand by Your Man," "Stand by Your Man" in terrible English. It's pretty funny. Grenade rounds. Yeah, that's a precursor to what we'll be seeing here in a moment. And yeah, you can just walk right through these windows. Look at that. Isn't that nifty? Got some body armor. We're definitely going to need that. And as you can see, Zukovsky has delayed Aramov, so we have a little bit more time now. And this is about the only area of this stage that has any kind of visual interest, I feel like. The rest of it's kind of murky and foggy looking, because you're in the tank, as you'll see, and they didn't really expect you to be looking around too much, I guess. But these are the streets, and this is the grenade launcher. Always kind of look kind of weird to me. I don't know. And let's see if we can get in here. Tank does have the tank weapon. We saw that in the runway stage, of course. But it is not the most effective. In fact, since we do have a timer, we are really going to want to just gun it through most of this. So we're not going to be doing a whole lot of stopping and shooting, although I guess this would be time for that. We got a little roadblock here. We got body armor. The tank, I think, does give you a little bit of extra health, but the tank can be killed, so you don't want to dilly-dally too much. And as you'll see, they're gonna pull out their rocket launchers, possibly right here. I hope not. Okay, good. We're just gonna run over them, get some Wilhelm screams, and we're gonna keep it moving. Run over all these guys. They're gonna try to throw grenades. Oh, he did. He managed to. We got some landmines, so this is a good use of the tank gun. Clear those out, because those will kill you very quickly. Hopefully we got all of them there. And more squishy sounds, and there's the classic rocket launchers. I love that, that sound effect. Remember imitating that many times, running up and down the hallways of my childhood home. You know, you had like a empty paper towel tube or something like that, and you were making that sound and shooting your friend. Stuff like that, or Nerf guns. Always a fun time. So let's make sure we get all these landmines under control before we go crossing. I think that's the last bit of landmines we need to be worried about. Ooh, let's get out of the way. Let's get out of the way. I don't know if this way will work for us or not. There is not really a path of least resistance, unfortunately. So far we haven't killed too many civilians, I don't think. As I said in the facility stage, I used to think that meant kill some, but not all. You want to kill a few of them, just not everyone. I think part of that was because the demo, you know, like if you watch the attract mode demo that they show you at the beginning of the game, it might show them like actually killing scientists in one of those stages. So I'm like, well, maybe you're supposed to. I don't know. That's how the real pros play the game, the designers. Alright, this civilian, all the civilians look exactly the same, by the way. He's just going to run straight into the exploding Jeep. That's no big deal. And that's it. So, I mean, we got another 2 minutes here. Maybe we can get out and explore a little bit. So that's the end of the stage. Hopefully we don't lose too many civilians in that time frame. Let's see if we can use the grenade launcher a little bit. I wonder if you can pick up the rocket launcher. I don't know. I've never been able to. Hey, there's some body armor there. Oh, okay. He's got a rocket launcher. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, shit. He is blasting away with that thing. He's still going. I don't even know where he is. Okay, let's take the KF-7 out. Does he drop it? He does drop it. Who's shooting at me? This guy. Rocket launcher. Alright, we got it. Yeah. This thing is pretty cool. The only time I was able to acquire this as a kid was with all guns cheat activated. Which, by the way, I haven't even unlocked cheat mode. I don't know how you do that. I thought you just did it naturally by playing the game. I would have had DK mode by now or something, but in the main menu I don't have anything selectable yet. Hopefully we don't kill that. Yeah, the civilian's just going to run straight into the rocket launcher. Very good. Okay, I guess that's all the rocket launcher fun we get to have. He's just going to casually pull out his grenades. I don't really know the spawn behavior of enemies here. It seems like they're probably infinite, but it's such a big stage compared to the previous one that you don't really notice it as much. And the road just falls off right there. There's nothing... Wow, look at that. That's a glamour shot if I've ever seen one. So, not the best stage, I gotta say. It's kind of dull. And if you try to take your time and go through there efficiently and not get hit and stuff, you just die. You just flat out die. We did manage to kill 46 people, however, so that's always a good thing. So, next time we will be in the depot, one of the lesser known stages perhaps of this game, and also equally bleak. So I'll see you then.